Hey guys, it's Jules. Welcome back to another weekly update. This one's going to be a bit different. I don't have a lot of cross-stitching to talk about because we had a bit of an issue this week. And I'm just going to get the cross-stitching done with first so that we can focus on what happened and talk to you guys a little bit more about that, because I think a lot of you will be interested. And Cat has to play the bongos on his whatever scratching post here. Anyway, let me show you a couple things, because I only got a couple projects worked on. I worked on the bear's piece like I did on the Stitch With Me. I got a little bit more done after we finished, but we got the C done. We got a lot of the different colors outlined here, and then I kind of went through, I went and finished gridding it out, and then I kind of finished, or not finished, I stitched a little bit more so that a bit more shows up on it. So it's starting to kind of look like something, which is, again, we all know that's what 2019 is supposed to be, the year that things start to look like something. All right, then we got some Reaper, and I worked a little extra long on Reaper this weekend. Definitely got a lot more filled in all down through here, all through here. So we're getting to a point where I don't know if I'll get the page done this week, but I'm going to get close. Like in the next couple of weeks, definitely going to finish this page and move on from Lure. I don't know, should I come down here? Should I go over here? I'm not really 100% sure on that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we decide to do. And then, lastly, Mercury. He's being far more noisy than he ever is. He always likes to do this when I start talking. Gerbil starts moving. Gecko just does what the gecko does. The birds start making noise. I covered the birds up because they were really loud. I started working on this one, which is Waterloo place, when something happened. So I was starting to work on this, starting to stitch on this. This is Waterloo place. And my husband Mark said, what is Topher doing? And so something happened to Topher. Topher is still alive, but Topher had a big stroke on Monday. I think it was Monday. Sunday, Monday. I think it was Monday. Was it Sunday night? I can't remember now. It's been kind of a whirlwind. So he had a big stroke. What he did was, if you've never, and I had never actually seen a dog have a stroke before. I mean, I see them afterwards all the time because I'm a vet, but I don't see them actually, like, right in front of me, see it happening. So he was kind of just walking along, getting ready to go outside, and literally, I guess, based on what my husband said, just sort of fell right down, fell over. And my first thought was that it was related to his surgery that I did on him last week, where I opened up his breathing passages a little bit so he could breathe easier. I thought perhaps he had aspirated something, and there was something in there that was causing him to have problems breathing, and he passed out or something. But I checked his breathing, and I checked, his color, and everything was totally normal, which was weird because he was totally, like, laid out. Heart rate was normal, and he's just kind of looking at me like, I don't quite know what's going on here. And he wasn't in pain, he wasn't crying. He knew where he was, but he just looked like he was just a little out of it and just not really able to do anything. Took him about 5 minutes or so to get to a point where he kind of could lift his head a little bit. And then I realized that he couldn't really move the right side of his body at all. His front leg and his back leg just really weren't able to do anything. Trying to get him sternal, trying to get him up on his chest and just get him upright a little bit more. Right side was totally gone. As time went by, he got a little bit more strength on that right side, so that by the time that we went to bed that night, he was able to kind of lay there sitting straight, or laying straight, on his chest, but not much of anything else. And I knew pretty quickly that he had a stroke, and I don't know why. We have so many rescues in this house. Our philosophy has been that, we will give them the best home that we can, but if we start down that rabbit hole of doing every possible thing that you can do when something like this happens, we're going to run out of money pretty fast. And honestly, we don't have a lot as it is right now. So we are, we're just watching him. And when you're talking about a stroke, there isn't much you can do in a dog to treat it. You worry about what caused it. He just had a workup. He had just been worked up, and everything was fine except for the breathing issue. I suspect, because he is part pug, part beagle, that there is some kind of a problem in his brain. He could have a mass. He could have, who knows what. And let's just say that. I mean, he's run his head into things before. Maybe he has scar tissue, and that's what caused the stroke. Who knows? Anyway, we don't have a lot of hope that he will return to the Topher that he was. It's been a couple of days now, and he's regained function in his rear leg. So he's about 75% in his rear leg, and he's about 15% in his front leg. So it allows him to walk, but he limps really hard, and because he won't use that right front leg at all. And when he goes outside, or when he does anything, he's got a different personality. He's not the same dog anymore. He's still sweet. He still wants to lay near you and to cuddle up with your foot or cuddle up with you. But like, I got home and all the dogs met me at the door, and my husband came up, and we were all in the kitchen, and Topher was there, but then we all went downstairs, and he's still there. So he just doesn't have a lot of get up and go. And I don't know if this is something that's going to deteriorate with him, or if he'll kind of plateau and stay at this level. I mean, he still might get better. He still could get better with some time. But our feelings are that, we're not... It's hard when you're a vet. When you're a vet, you always see the worst ones. You always see the ones that are super sick that don't get better. But with him, we just want to make sure that he's either still wanting to be with us, and that he's eating, and that he's not getting worse. And if any one of those three changes, then we'll probably say goodbye. Just because it is pretty bad. He is absolutely pretty severely afflicted. And so anyway, once that happened, my week was pretty much shot in terms of doing anything but sort of worrying about him. Didn't get any other cross-stitch done. And we were pretty busy for the weekend. Saturday we spent almost the whole day at work doing a lot of deep floor cleaning and landscaping, and we just spent almost the whole day there just doing, besides working, doing all that. Sunday we spent it with some friends, and Monday was going to be like the day that I got some cross stitch done, and I only got so far. So anyway, so I know you guys are going to be sad because I've been talking about him lately because of the whole breathing issue and whatnot, and then this happened. Topher was my third of the original 7 that I had. I got Topher from a client at work who, they were an older couple, and Topher was just insane with activity. I mean, he's a beagle mix, so he was just always on the go. And his brother from a different litter lived about 4 or 5 doors down. And Topher would escape, run down the street to where his brother lived, got his brother out of their yard, and they would go running all over the neighborhood. And the people that had his brother tried to keep him for a while, tried to bring him in and have him with his brother and live there. But Topher kept getting the both of them into so much trouble, causing so much trouble, that they had to separate him. And one day when he came in to see me, just for a routine checkup, and I had seen him for like 3 years or something. I had been seeing him every time. For whatever reason that day, I was just totally taken by him. Like, he's so cute, and he's so sweet, and he's so cute. And I just went on, and usually I talk about how great different animals are, but I was really landing on thick for some reason there. And finally the lady just looked at me and she's like, "Do you want him?" And I said, well, what's going on? And she told me the story. And I said, you know, at the time I was single and Mark wasn't in the picture. And I had 2 other little dogs. And I was like, well, a third dog. This is the slippery slope that you fall down. You know, if you have 2, what's 3? If you have 3, what's 4? That became my mantra. And so I brought Topher home, and he got along great with everybody. At first, Doogie was his best buddy, and then Fargo became his best buddy, and Fargo has remained his best buddy ever since. They're always curled together. They're always, you know, grooming each other and doing stuff and playing with each other. Topher is really the only dog that Fargo, I think, likes in the entire family. So, and what's interesting is ever since this happened, Fargo has pretty much just left Topher alone. He hasn't really done anything with him. So, we got him a new bed. We got him a bed we think he'll really like. He has one right now, but he used to just use our stitchy chair. He liked my stitchy chair downstairs, so I would just let him have it whenever I was at the computer. So, but we got him a nice new bed. We're going to try him out upstairs in the bedroom and see if he'll just kind of hang out with us at night and just sleep next to my bed, next to my side of the bed, and just relax there. Not sure how Mercury's going to feel about it, and certainly we'll have to make sure that Topher can't get to Mercury's food, because then we're right back to where we were with Coco. So I think right now with Topher's his disability that he has now, I mean, he's not getting out of anybody's way. So, but anyway, sorry to bum you guys out, but that's really what's been going on this week. We're just watching them. It's just taking it day by day, and pretty much, you know, just keeping a close eye on them and making sure everybody, especially Zuzu the Boo Boo, making sure she doesn't trample them, because she just doesn't even notice, expects everybody to get out of her way. But I think I'm going to get some stitching done tonight. I'm going to try and get to some pieces. Work on some. We got football tomorrow. Bears and the Packers. Bears should win. Packers will probably win. I don't know. It's just Bears always lose to the Packers. But I've been watching a ton of football. Hockey training camp starts a week from Thursday? Tomorrow? Tomorrow? Yeah, next week. And so sometime. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So I might show Topher on the blog this week. I still haven't even started a blog. I just haven't felt like doing anything in the last couple of days. It's just been sad. But anyway, that's it. I'm sorry. It's a short video. There's not much to talk about other than Topher. But that's really what's going on right now. And but I'm just looking at my pretty pictures behind me. We'll get to those. And I'm watching the crazy hamster, who is... What are you doing? She's being really weird. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon. I'll let you know how Topher's doing. The vlog will come out probably on Friday, and we'll shoot a fair bit of it tomorrow. And I'll put Toph in so you can see kind of how he's doing. And but yeah, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the hamster over here. Who's, what are you doing? She's trying to make a bed out of this tiny little bit of bedding. She decides she wants to sleep in this one little corner. Well, there's no bedding there, but she found this little bit, and she's trying to turn it somehow into a bed. You're being weird, sister. Anyway, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I will talk to you real soon. Have a good one. Happy stitching.